Hello friends, and specifically all the fellow design professionals and fellow architects. Today we're going to talk about the housing crisis of specifically 2019 that we are facing to deal with these days, all the architects. Some one small in parenthesis what we want to say, mention to our friends which are maybe not might not be 100% familiar with what we're doing, and I've been receiving so many questions from my friends regarding what is the difference, what exactly architects do. Architects, many people think that architecture is just for mansions and having beautiful making and designing luxurious and mansion houses, but actually that's one scenario that we deal with during our daily basis. But the other phase is providing housing to homeless people, and also supportive housing and transitional housing between being homeless and living in just ordinary rental units or condos. So one of the most important portion of an architect job is to make that transition possible, and then smooth that transition from being homeless to having or renting and being able to have or rent an apartment. That's what we're going to work on: affordable housing. Affordable housing, many people think that when we're talking about affordable housing, many of our friends think that it's just about the cost of construction, and then how we can minimize the cost of construction to be able to sell that property as an affordable housing. That can be one of the portions of how to reach the affordability, and how to have the affordable housing, have it all being offered to public. But that's not the whole scenario. The most important part in having affordable housing and being able to provide it to the society is going through the legislative assembly bills. And many of our friends ask us this question, that what is for affordable housing. Affordable housing is not just about having or making the building affordable in terms of construction and using less expensive or affordable construction material. Basically, what we mean in architecture is being able to use the correct and relevant assembly bills and Senate bills and also ordinances to be able to get the best out of what we can get for an affordable housing. What we mean by that is how we can make the place as small and as the number of units as many as possible, to be able to use the best number of incentives that we can have. Like how can we have more number of units? How can we have more density? How can we have less parking, number of parkings for a building? These are the problems that an architect is facing every single day, and that's one of the reasons that we cannot provide or we cannot design as many as number of units. So one of the problems that we're dealing with is the density. And there are many assembly bills out there recently that they were passed in 2019 and 2018, 2019, and 2020, that they help us being able to design the affordability and being able to design the affordable housing, and being able to assist people to have their own house, or to be able to transition from not being a homeowner to being a homeowner. These assembly bills, there are different ones. Senate number 1818, Assembly Bill number 1763, Assembly Bill number 2162, and Transit-Oriented Communities Affordable Housing Incentive Program Guideline, which is TOC, that we're using most of the days. I mean, most of the times in our daily basis designs. Just one example that we have recently worked on as an architectural consultant on this project was an adaptive reuse, which is changing the use of an existing building from what priorly designed for and constructed for to a new design. One of the projects that we have worked on, and this project is actually located in Van Nuys in California, and then this project is located in half a mile of a transit station, public transportation, which gives us the availability and ability to use the TOC program, TOC guideline, and also at the same time we have used the Assembly Bill number 2162, which is for supportive housing. This project basically was, if you want to show it, here, this project was basically an adaptive reuse of changing from changing the project from a public storage or a self-storage, which you see in this case was this is one of the pictures of the exterior of the public storage, and then using it and then converting it into a supportive housing, basically, and homeless shelter. We're going to review the problems of dealing with the community, neighbors, and everything, because it's very hard to convince the people of the community to accept and accept homeless people to live in these homeless shelters, or in a better we can call it a supportive housing or housing development, and that's one of the reasons that supportive housing and also affordable housing, in a better way, calling it, is very might be very expensive to construct, and sometimes it can go up to $1 million a unit. So thank you, friends, for watching this video. If you have any questions about how to use the incentives in affordability and affordable housing and supportive housing, homeless shelters, or density bonus, TOC guideline, please shoot us an email, www.alimoarchitects.com. My name is Audrey Atran Alimo. I'm the principal of Alimo Architects. Thank you. Bye.